Okay. So, back to Star Trek Online and the latest season which just finished. Is there really no select all? I don't know, it doesn't matter anyway, why bother? Let's just go with the mission. I remember how to do this. Episodes... The New Frontiers. I played the first, but it was months ago and I don't remember. So we'll try it again and then we'll... It's only a 3 episode season. It's really small. Is there... I think it's the smallest. Yep. Smallest season ever. Not cool, but well.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Lucari. Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
Let's do that then.
The Lucari call this system home. Some of our neighbors, like the
I don't remember anything.
have been most welcome.
It's gonna be interesting.
Others, like the Nakul and the Zenkathi, have been somewhat cold and distant, even hostile.
I try not to think about you at all, Marjorie. Any friend of yours is someone I'd rather not know. Thank you. That insistent Ferengi has been trying to make new trade deals with us since he first visited our system. Oh, everything he tries to sell is either broken or worthless. Thank you. It's good to see you again, and under much better circumstances. You'll be happy to know that our star remains stable. We've not seen any Tholian ships since the incident, thankfully. The decision to explore was somewhat controversial, however. Many Lucari were resistant to the notion. We settled this moon long ago, after we were forced to leave our dying homeworld of Kentar. It was a difficult journey for us. once we found our new home, no one was very excited about space travel. Still, the exploration initiative passed. Considering my experience, my people have chosen me to command the LSS Concordium. It was an honor I proudly accepted. Our ship is ready to go when you are. While we have some catching up to do, we've engaged the best engineering mind.
Why would that stop the dialogue?
The decision still. Our ship is ready to go when you are. While we have some catching up to do, we've engaged the best engineering minds of our world to modify this vessel. I'm quite proud. We've done a lot in a very short period of time. We've added some of your defensive technology to this ship, as well as some warp drive upgrades. The Concordium is now capable of sustaining a top speed of just over warp 4. Our collaboration with your engineers has been quite
Warp 4, wow.
We've started work on a starship of our own design. One of many to follow the Concordium to the stars. Our ship is ready to go when you are. For our maiden voyage, I've chosen a star that is close enough to be within reach, but still just outside the area of space that you've explored, and obviously one that we haven't visited yet. According to your star charts, it's a yellow-white star called 20 Draconis.
Why is anyone trading with a Ferengi? I always wondered. If they always don't deliver or try to cheat their partners, why would anyone trade with them?
We've arrived on the outskirts
That's a
of
bad
the system. There's a large field of rock
strategy
and
for a
asteroids.
trading race.
We're picking up various metals and crystalline formations. Should we approach one of the larger asteroids and take some more readings? Readings coming in now. Large quantities of silicate, hematite, hafnium, iridium. Crystalline structures appear to be the result of deposits created under a heavy impact. Perhaps this asteroid was part of a larger one that broke up in a collision. Heading deeper into the field may yield more clues. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not simple orbiting debris either.
I see some ships over there. That might be it. Oh yeah, I remember now. Those guys.
Ruins. They're beautiful. Do you have any information about them? Intriguing. The Gekli communicate using radio waves and feed on dust particles and energy emissions. And, oh, it seems an adjustment of our EM band is in order. I don't like the idea of the Concordium becoming a Gekli food source. We've adjusted our power systems. I'd like to gather more data on the Gekli before we move on. Any suggestions? An excellent idea. We'll be able to track their movements and learn more about their migratory patterns and feeding habits. We'll need to get close in order to attach the tags safely. Data's coming in from the Gekli. I'd like to expand the number of tagged subjects to optimize data collection. Let's get close enough to slip in with a pod and join them in their swimming.
Seems like a bad idea, but sure. You get one of these things attached to your hull, good luck. Yep. Can't turn for shit, I forgot. Try that again. I believe there is a match speed, but I don't remember what it is.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
Hell, don't speed that way.
Of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves.
Stop speeding away from me. There we go.
That was incredible. What a singular experience.
Hey, Vasaurus. Yep.
We've spotted a larger group of them in an area not too far from here. This looks like a feeding ground for several Gekli pods. Let's go have a look.
I was really fascinated by the space whales. Or maybe she's just an excitable person. This is how the Vulcans felt when humans wanted to go out into the universe so badly.
There are signs that several Gekli pods frequent this area. There's a lot of dust and particulate matter, but we can't see how the asteroids are getting broken down. I think there's something we're not seeing on the visible spectrum. Your ship has a stronger deflector than ours.
No.
Can you emit a particle wave? We could use that to illuminate things that might be happening in different spectra.
There is nothing on the sensors. Okay, I think I went too far away.
There's some kind of subspace shearing here. It's causing cosmic strings to snap off and break up the asteroids. That must be why the Gekli feed here. There's plenty of particulate matter for them to consume in the debris fields. I think we've collected some solid data here. We're ready to move on when you are.
Well, we didn't get any on the hull, so that's good, I guess.
Sensors are reading a swarm of comets passing by this stellar body. They look to have an orbital period of about 173 of your standard years. I'd like to know if they came from outside of the system and were caught in its gravity, or if they originated here. Shall we take some scans? This comet is mostly ice and dust. There are indications that the cometary matter formed around a magnetic core. The other comets may be more interesting. Let's move to the other comets and study them closely.
What? Okay. I don't remember this game. I don't remember this at all, actually. Can I do this? Oh yeah, I can. The mouse is not helpful.
Core sample shows signs of magnetic radioactive matter. This comet may have seen some interesting particle fields in its wandering.
Always weird these minigames. I mean, they had something at least, but... not sure how useful they are. This is what they train for in Starfleet. How to play games.
Holding the comet let us get some detailed readings about its emissions. Based on the structure of its silicate crystals, it's been in a pattern. It picks up energy from its trip near the star, then loses that energy as it loops past the planets.
Well, at least I'm not in Voyager.
It's like ice melting.
Would always be worse.
It seems to
I'll do without the sensors.
energy all at once near here. Not sure why. The radioactivity should be steady. These comets seem to have a long orbit that coincides with the orbit of a Class A planet nearby. I'd like to launch a probe and see if the cometary movements have had any impact on the planet.
Nice. I like that it actually shows that. Interesting.
Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime
We're basically
soon.
babysitting them.
Curious. I'm picking up several large, moving sources of energy. Sensors indicate they're a life form of some kind. A cosmozoan, but not the Gekli. I'd like to study them if we can.
Sure, why not?
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
That's a pretty game.
There they
Ooh.
are.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Magnificent, aren't they?
Farpoint. Did we actually name them Farpoint?
The creatures are luminescent ovoids?
Or is it just in case you don't remember the episode?
Reminds me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive. forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint Station. They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way. The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos.
Why is it coming closer?
So much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there.
Creepy. Let's leave. That was a decent episode, actually. But then most the next generation episodes were decent.
My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material, and yet it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious. I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here. Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction. This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Seriously, we'll go with 2 tactical officers. How about we get some science? I think it's you. Yep. I'm amazed I remembered who the science officer was.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look.
I remember the episode, actually. I did finish this episode last time, right? Before realizing there were no more episodes.
Ancient life forms lived here until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here, it seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway there leads to a settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well. Shall we take a look? Look, there's some kind of large structure further down.
Yeah, I remember this.
Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there.
It's gonna have the Enterprise inside, right? In a... I don't know what you call them. Not mosaics, but something. Oh crap. I think there goes a puzzle.
This
Yeah.
looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place.
Yeah, it was a puzzle. I don't think it was that hard. What about this? No one mentioned this? Okay then. Where are the murals? Oh, there. That's a pointer too. Wow, haven't played this game in a while. Murals. Okay, that's what they are called.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us. Let's have a look. This mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals.
Yeah.
Perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think? The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years. Quite the enigma we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door. We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even...
Yeah, that's not a Starfleet way.
I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction. Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here.
What if you play this as a Klingon? Go through the Klingon storyline to come here. That would make sense, you just blow up the door, but I don't think the game would actually let you. It would be strange for a Klingon to do the whole science thing.
These artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average.
Why are there even footprints after all this time? I'm guessing it's after all this time, actually.
The wear patterns here
Maybe it
show
happened
people
recently,
leaned
I
against
guess.
there frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area. Strange. These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered.
There we go.
No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like... Yes, the evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using modified pattern enhancers to do this.
Oh, the good old pattern enhancers
Enhancers online. The signal
that
is
do
strong and clear.
everything. Star Trek's Deus. Etc.
Two
Is it
down,
Deus?
two to go.
Or is it just Ex Machina? No, it is Deus Ex Machina, right? I don't know.
That's 3. One more and we'll be ready.
It's a Greek thing too, but yep. They named it after in Latin, so meh.
That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. Alright, the enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little...
Didn't mean to do that, but okay.
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific...
Yes, I'm not stupid, thank you.
They're making the murals match up on each pillar.
Also, how can you tell?
Looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars.
What the hell is that? Seriously, what kind of weapon is this? I didn't mean to hit it, but now that I did, why do I have an axe for a gun? Nausicaan energy lance. Huh. That's one good looking weapon. Okay, how do I holster it? Nope. I think there must be a button to holster it, but I don't remember it. Well, fine. What is the button? Well, there we go. Can't find the button, but that works. Or it doesn't work. Wait. Holster it. Thank you.
You hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
If I go to B, it just throws the weapon out. What's the... Do you remember the button to holster the weapon? H. Thank you. That was annoying.
That's 2 pillars set into place.
My guy is doing the Kirk thing. Random rolls for no reason.
Three pillars are locked in now.
That would be annoying having her narrate everything I do. That was the wrong thing. God damn it.
That's it! It's working! Well done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds? I think I see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at it.
The Federation. Someone broke the Prime Directive. I mean, who hasn't? Let's face it. I don't know why Archer even bothered with the thing.
Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet? How did it get here? How could it be in a temple of people who don't even have electricity, much less space travel? This is getting stranger by the minute. We should search the temple for more murals. Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others. What happened here? If Starfleet officers contacted this civilization in the past, why wouldn't you have a record of it? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search.
I like that you can tell they are from the 23rd century just because of their uniform.
Those inner doors across from the panel are opening.
What was the remove had key shortcut? No, or something like that. I don't remember any of the keys. Options. Key bindings. Alt F12, not control. There we go. Awesome. I was remembering the F12 but not the Alt part.
What is all of this? According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet. Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16 centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkethi technology.
Alrighty. This space station is ours, right? If I remember correctly. And by ours I mean Starfleet. Yep. Deep Space K-13. Oh yeah, I do remember this. Seriously, is there a reason we don't arrest this guy? I really like this design. Colorful. I remember how to play.
Chief Engineer's Log, March 18th, 1570. Had a discussion this morning with security about our Klingon prisoners in the brig. We can't just leave them locked up, or execute them, or exile them on the planet below. Setting them free isn't a popular notion either. We're still looking for options, but I think the stasis pods we have in medical will come in handy real soon. Chief Engineer's Log, Supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse, we're a very long way from the Denemis system. None of our shuttles are warp capable, and even if we could get to Earth, we'd be in the wrong time. In short, we're stuck. There's nothing to do now but wait and try to conjure up a way to get back to the right time.
We jump? Nope, this seems open. It's glass. Well, fine. Oops, hello. I don't remember using this weapon last time. Not my kind of weapon too, so weird choice. Previous self.
Chief Engineer's Log, April 17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet we're calling Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid civilization down there. Bad news, a potential Prime Directive violation. Our landing party was seen beaming in by some of the locals. We're hoping that doesn't impact their culture in any way. One thing's for sure, they can't help us go home. Their tech level is Bronze Age at best.
Alright, Nausicon energy lance, disruptor damage, expose attack. $144. This does less DPS, but has a cone. Let's try that one. I like a beam weapons better. Was that there before? I don't remember that from last time. I'm guessing these are stasis pods, maybe. I don't remember that at all. As a visual.
Chief Engineer's log.
Did I miss it?
1570.
Maybe.
Warp Booster sled project is officially a bust. When we tried to spin up the coils, we couldn't get a stable warp field. Yashvi and Arlington managed to shut it down and stop a breach, but the shuttle's impulse drive is shot. I hate giving up, but we just don't have the parts we need to make it work.
So, won't comment on this, people over here? No? Nothing? It'd be nice if we could get some discussions from our crew. Also, what happened to the other captain? I guess he went back to her ship. I didn't do that. Totally miss everyone. Come on, man. Sword fights. The space. What kind of Klingons are you? Can't that are gonna kill me. Alright, no more sword fights. Fine. The other way. My guys are down, really? I didn't expect that. I remember now. I have the worst crew in Starfleet. It's been a while and I forgot how much they suck. Get up. So run in. Don't wait for backup or anything. That's how you keep dying. What? The hell? That seems bugged. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's bugged. Yep. Not really true. Starfleet's dregs.
Chief Engineer's log, July 26, 1571. Most of us went into stasis this morning. There weren't enough pods for everyone. 3 of us had to stay awake. Drew lost. Devon, Sheridan, and I were the lucky winners. Since we're out of options, we've decided to go native and live out our lives under Codus 3. Hopefully, one day our records will be found, and the people of Station Cambridge will be remembered.
Trespassing. The sentence is bad.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, good luck getting through the shield. Engineers. I have all the toys. Those drones really help too. Alright, let's fucking put them.
Rear shields failing. Right shield failing.
And we'll kill the small stuff first, thank you. I don't know, I know I don't need that, but fun still.
Target shields have failed. Four shields failing. Target shields have failed. Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
Die. Space combat is so good.
Adventure. I knew Madron was greedy and treacherous, but I never thought he was.
Should see my ship in a firefight these days, it's glorious. You always liked your ship.
I feel like we've learned so much out here, and for the better. Indeed, I'd say
Or
our
your
first
ships, I
flight
guess.
was a success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everyone back home. I hope today's events will convince my people of the continued need to explore and to be part of the galactic.
Hopefully, yeah. 3 episodes is way too short
Again sometime
for a season.
and soon. On behalf of the Lucari people, thank you.
They should have done it in the TV model, maybe even, I guess, not 26 episodes, but something like 12 episodes per season. And the brain stuff wasn't that good either, but you know. report to command.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with space exploration well. There's talk of their desire to join the Federation, and from what I'm seeing, they'd be fine members. The mystery of Station K-13 has been solved, although the past violation of the Prime
What should I
Directive
get?
by some of its personnel is a concern.
With this.
Hopefully the crew preserved in stasis pods will be able to shed a little more light on that situation. Finally, this news of a Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing. I'll be looking into it from all angles, diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now.
It's all crap for you. Wow, really? Even the torpedo? Apparently so. Oh, I guess that's why I took that, because everything is crap. I don't have a key, so I guess we'll pick something randomly.
The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of the Alpha Quadrant. The data suggests another weaponized use of protomatter, similar to what happened recently at Draconis 3. The Klingons have sent a ship out to assist with the Lucari investigation there, and we'd like you to join them. If the Zenkethi are involved, we need to know about it fast.
There it is. Well, you made the ship, so okay. I mean the equipment on it. You would know. Have a lot of loot apparently, which I'll probably sell at some point.
Our first contact with another species came not from the Federation, but from this sector, Ferenginar, to be precise. While the Ferengi have not always been the best of neighbors, they have provided us with valuable data on this sector, for a price, of course.
Ferenginar. At least the mission was big. If they are this meaty, all of them, not that bad.
Guavan, I am General Rodek, security advisor to the Lucari. I have read your report on the incident.
Totally looks like Worf's brother.
Behind all this, we must be ready to meet them in battle. Do you have any questions? I have met the Zenkethi in battle many times. I know how they think and how they fight. Because of this, I have been assigned to investigate the protomatter incidents here. The Empire wants to know more about the Zenkethi's new weapon. Do you have any questions? We know the Zenkethi have developed a protomatter.
His name doesn't actually ring any bells, but I'm really crappy with names. His face, as I said, looks like Worf's brother.
Federation systems. The Empire has asked, what drives the Zenkethi to use such a weapon? And I intend to provide the answer.
His voice could be too, but I can't tell.
Do you have any questions? The Lucari are just ahead and eager to begin the search.
It's good to see you again. It looks like we have another incident to study. We sent out a number of long-range sensor probes to this sector recently.
Oh jeez,
After the
okay.
events of 20 Draconis, I took the liberty of setting the probes to scan for protomatter. I'm afraid they found...
Well, he looked like him.
Let's begin our search by sending a short-range probe to the nearby planet.
I didn't remember the DS9 episode. I haven't seen that. I have watched that twice, the whole 7 seasons, but I don't remember that episode. I haven't rewatched it recently. DS9, that is.
Yes, the project was a community effort designed by some of our best and brightest.
But don't lose nerd
With
points
the help of our
for once.
allies in the Alliance, we were able to finish construction and the shakedown cruise faster than anyone expected.
Yeah, I like the actor.
Corbett may not be as large or impressive as some ships, but she's ours, and she's ready for the job.
I think he played the... didn't he play... what was Cisco's son? Jake, I think. Didn't he play him in the future or something?
The crew of the Rescava stands ready.
I need to rewatch DS9.
Protomatter is the weapon of a coward, but we respect its power.
Protomatter can also be
See?
quite
Wow.
beneficial, General. When
Can't believe I actually remembered that. He's a very distinct actor, actually, so that's probably why. Never did like Jake.
the probe is away. The atmosphere of the planet is so thick it will take the probe some time to get through the interference. While the probe is busy, we can collect data from the planet's moons. At least one moon has signs of protomatter energy. A closer look will give us more information.
Perhaps the probe's information will give us more insight as to why these attacks are occurring.
Most curious. This is a Class Y moon. It's incapable of sustaining most known life forms, but it was scorched by protomatter recently. Why would anyone devastate such a place? I think we should take a look at the next moon.
Maybe it was a test to test the weapon.
Perhaps they use the moon as a test
Yep.
site for the weapon.
That makes sense.
If so, it was a poor choice. Why scour a world already devoid of life?
It sickens me to see protomatter used like this.
Much faster than the other ships. As it should be, I guess.
Another enigma, I'm afraid. This is a Class D moon, similar to Luna.
Oh, come on.
Another enigma, I'm afraid. This is a Class D moon, similar to Luna in the Sol system. Incapable of supporting life, and yet it has been hit by a protomatter. Why? Perhaps the third moon will have some answers. Let's take a look. Another uninhabited
Yep.
moon, but one quite different from the first. What is the pattern?
This makes no sense.
It's basically there to give you exposition,
There must be a reason, though.
which is kinda annoying, but you know.
Let's figure this out quickly before more lives are lost. scanning. The moon is Class L. I'm picking up some ruins on the surface, some simple life forms. There's evidence of crude attempts at terraforming, but no signs of a protomatter detonation. It looks like there was an attempted settlement on this planet, but the project was abandoned. By the look of these readings, it took place over a century ago. The probe we sent to the planet is active now. It's sending data back to us. I'm detecting incredible levels of radiation, atmospheric pollution, ruins of great cities, and... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Based on these scans...
Well, there weren't always the good old days,
I
but
believe this is
a
supply
balance must be
catalog,
found between
the original
the...
homeworld of my people.
Here is a game, you have no idea what to do, spend
Protomatter here.
10 hours going through the same screens until you figure it
Kandar
out.
was rendered incapable of supporting life
And
long
the... Go
ago.
here.
Atari.
Now go here. Now press that button. Good job.
I can barely believe what I'm seeing. I've always wondered what became of them, and now I know. Most Lucari thought something like this would happen, but some of us hoped they would see reason and overcome it. It saddens me deeply to see otherwise. I suppose you have some questions for me. Once we were all Kentari. Those who followed the teachings of the scholar Lucar came to be known as Lucari. The Kentari were obsessed with power and material wealth. Their pursuit of such things was destroying the people and the planet. The Lucari stood against those things, and for that, we paid a terrible price. I suppose you have some questions. There was a terrible schism between Kentari and Lucari.
It's not just that a lack of sense of direction or wits.
In the final days,
No matter your wits, sometimes you can get stuck on stuff. And also, sometimes it was simply bad
gathered on our
game design,
and left Kentar forever.
obscure solutions.
Event is known as the Great Exodus.
I mean, the adventure genre basically died because they kept making them crazier and crazier, and the puzzles made no sense whatsoever. See things like Myst or Dreamfall chapters, not chapters, one of the previous ones. Great games, great adventure games, but they had some puzzles inside that no matter how you try to reason to solve them, they were just illogical.
I suppose you have some questions for me. Much about Kentar was stricken from our records, including its location. Only a few Lucari know of the homeworld. My crew and I were not among their number.
But yeah,
now. It's
something in the middle
shameful.
between extremes would be nice.
I would like to forget. I suppose you have some questions for me.
Sure, I'm with you on that. But that's one of the best games ever made.
There has been a large-scale battle in this system. We are analyzing the debris. It appears the losing side possessed technology roughly a century behind our own. Preliminary scans indicate that the battle was very one-sided. I recommend we take a closer look at some of the nearby debris.
Our scans are showing the wreckage of dozens of ships. They weren't all military either. I'm seeing remains of freighters, mining ships, research craft, even luxury vessels.
Unclear at the moment. We have not detected any Zinkethi debris in the field yet. Whoever did this was powerful, but not honorable. There is no honor in attacking the weak. I'm detecting strong energy signatures ahead. Further scans may prove to be more conclusive.
Trying to think if a similar game these days to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. One of the things I really liked was that not only it didn't handhold you, but it didn't place that much of an emphasis on combat for a role-playing game, and it gave you experience points for achieving things, which is I think something more role-playing games should look at and emulate.
Around 50 ships were involved in the battle. Many were lightly armed, if at all. I am reading traces of engine-grade plasma ahead. It does not match that left by the local craft. Perhaps the aliens managed to score a hit to the engines of an enemy ship. I suggest we advance and investigate further. This is all that is left of a Zinkethi vessel. It appears the aliens detonated the warp core of one of their capital ships after ramming the Zinkethi at full impulse. They fought.
Skyrim is really bad
For them,
at
it was
that
a good day.
specific aspect. I like the game, probably the only Bethesda game I actually have liked and played multiple times. But the way it did quests, the quest design was really bad in that aspect. It was nice that you could go everywhere, explore, find things, pretty good. But you had quest lines that led from one side to the map to the other side. They didn't put any thought on how to connect things, which made the game break immersion a lot, because you needed to basically fast travel and load again and again and again. I liked in Vampire the Masquerade that you had the hubs and the quest lines took part in those areas. It felt more immersive to me.
They are reptilian, territorial, and aggressive. In battle, they are ruthless and devious. If they fought with honor, they would almost be respectable warriors. They fought the Empire and the Federation and lost. It appears they are preparing for another war, but with whom? I dislike riddles. Let us get to the truth of these attacks. Perhaps they are testing the weapon against planets that are not part of the Alliance, hoping that we will turn a blind eye to their crimes. Once they have perfected the weapon, they will certainly use it on their old enemies. Their list of enemies is long. We should continue our investigation. There may be more clues in this area.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online is the other game I like from Bethesda. I think those are the only two games. I didn't enjoy a lot of the other games I played from them. Yeah, and it was kinda hub-esque. But it had the classic MMO, although I really like it, and I plan to play the expansion. It had the classic MMO, there are 500 enemies in this hub, kill them all, collect things, etc. Deus Ex is more what I'm talking about, as far as hubs go. I guess Dishonored too.
Distress call. It's very faint. I'm sending you the coordinates.
I should play it too. I really enjoyed one.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but thank you. I tell you? Egan Burin, captain of the Pavini starship Bastion. Or what's left of her, anyway. Most of my crew was planetside on shore leave when the invaders warped into the system. We went into battle with a skeleton crew. It's a
I liked both Deus Ex games, well, both new ones. I also liked both old ones, so I guess I'm weird like that. I like the whole series. But yeah, I think the newest one was also a good game. Got a bad rap for some things, although it deserved it on some other things. It was kinda made like it was unfinished, like the third act was missing from the game. But the quest design, it was great. In that game, in Deus Ex Human Revolution, in Dishonored, in Vampire the Masquerade, I really like that style. I would like to see more of that instead of the huge open worlds that kinda dilute the storylines too much.
What can I tell you? No, we had no colonies, no allies from other worlds. Until today, we were our own worst enemies. The powers that be on Povin fought amongst themselves from time to time, and everyone thought we were one step away from a global war. In the end, we put all of that behind us to fight these aliens as one. And we still lost. What can I tell you? I honestly have no idea. Until today, we had never seen them. We hailed them. They didn't answer, and then they started shooting. They just kept firing, even when we tried to surrender. And then some sort of energy bomb went off on the homeworld. It killed everyone. They finished off the rest of our ships and left. Somehow they missed us. What can I tell you? There might be survival pods from other ships out there among the wreckage. Could you look for them? We're doing all we can to keep life support running over here. I can't start a search and rescue operation on my own. If you have any engineers you could loan or some spare parts, my crew and I would be forever grateful.
All these aliens that are basically humans with various different colors and I guess some bones or different eyes. Alright, recover life pods, which are where I see something.
Someone heard. By all the gods, someone heard the signal. I'm saved.
That was not good voiceover.
I thought no one would come. Thank you, strangers. Thank you.
It sounds close. Oh, there it is.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you.
They have trouble maintaining life support and we're going to beam these people to them. That's weird.
Thank you again. May we seek asylum among your kind? Please, we don't have anywhere else to go.
I've confirmed the captain's story. The planet nearby was hit by a protomatter blast. Estimated casualties in the... Check your long-range sensors. It just happened again. Another detonation.
It is time for a reckoning. The Zinkethi must pay for their crimes. We must go, now, before they escape.
Let's do it. One of the few Klingons I actually liked this guy. Much better than Worf, that's for sure. But then that's not hard to do.
Whatever the Zinkethi are doing down there, we need to stop it. Now. Target their cruisers first, if possible. The support they provide to their allies is difficult to deal with, as long as they are active. Now is not the time to sit and chew ligament. We should strike now, before they can destroy another planet. Whatever the Zinkethi are doing down there, we need
Yes, okay. Let's do it.
Zinkethi warships! Red alert!
Nice design.
Alliance vessels. This system has been claimed by the Zinkethi Coalition. Your presence is unnecessary. Leave at once.
Let's wait for my power to recharge before we start.
You were warned. So be it. We now walk on the path of violence. To battle, Commander. Fight well. Not
Must fight or fight with General. Quite strong. But we will be stronger.
a good battle. Well fought. The honor of victory is ours.
Voilà, donc ceci. Now comes the hard part, I guess. The ground combat always is harder than the space combat. Easier to lose.
Their weapon is inefficiently shielded. It leaks kaons at a level our tricorders can detect and track. I recommend we scan for elevated kaon levels and follow the signal. The kaon particle traces lead into the valley ahead of us.
Oh, I see. They followed the waterfall.
Nice. For all its technical issues, this game was ambitious. And it's the only game of its kind. So...
The rocks here are causing a lot of interference.
I wish you can see more games like this. More MMOs like this too. But doubtful. The genre seems to be dying. This thing is broken. This is the trap. This is a trap.
The Zinkethi!
They're big and angry.
We now walk the path of
And they have 4 hands.
So be it. Attack!
Ooh, Butlet. Good job.
Come, Zinkethi. See how a true warrior fights.
The one thing Worf was good at was fighting. Whoa. Where the hell did you guys come from? Hello? Thank you.
So, there are some Zinkethi with a taste for battle. Cool.
Scans indicate they took the path to the east.
All of them.
Why would they destroy entire planets?
I don't know. I guess
They
we'll
must
find
find
out.
some tactical advantage in these actions, for some reason.
I'm reading Zenkethi life signs ahead. They're waiting for us.
Ah, good. We will meet them. in
Those Klingon
glorious
instincts. This guy's named. Or do they all have the same name? Nope. That guy was named. Okay.
They are using delaying tactics. We must be getting close.
The path continues down from here. The protomatter bomb is still ahead of us. The Kaon levels are rising. We're getting closer to the protomatter bomb.
Not need for buns. You need to look at it. Am I going the correct way? Hopefully I am. Nice, very nice. Remind me what this is? The A? It was something extra, right? That I couldn't interact with. If I remember correctly. Or maybe not. A, B, what? Actually it's Alpha Vita, not A, B, but you know. Alpha, Vita, Gamma. Or ABC if you are English, I guess. That's the sign for tactical. They are the first 3 letters of the Greek alphabet. I'm not sure I'm a correct place. Let's follow the, I guess, I might came in sooner than I should have. Yeah, points elsewhere. Yep, I skipped something. Somehow. What the... That was some weird spawning there, but alright. Ooh. Scorpion over here.
They fight like cornered rabbit cows. I can smell their fear.
There, just ahead. I see guards. You must be close.
Alrighty.
Trail ends here. I'm reading Zenkethy life signs inside that blocked off cave.
Yeah, I think he didn't like that I jumped down instead of going from the road. That's why I didn't spawn them.
I'm reading a tunnel behind that waterfall.
Only spawned them when I went back through the road, upwards.
Move swiftly, and we can take them by surprise.
Look! They've set up the protomatter bomb in here. But we'll need to clear the Zenkethy from the cave before we can do anything about the bomb.
They only left a few guards. They clearly did not notice this entrance.
These guys are not very good guards. I guess they don't fight if you don't go closer.
Oh my. That is a huge protomatter matrix. It's controlled by 3 regulator consoles, all active and cycling towards detonation. I can shut it down, but I need time. Cover me while I work.
More Zenkethy! Defend the Lucari!
Enemy target.
Shutting down Pylon Alpha.
She said Alpha, right?
For honor! For the Empire!
Where is Alpha? This way. Okay.
Damage detected. Shield losing power.
Your path of violence ends here.
Work faster.
Soon, victory will be ours. Keep fighting!
Work faster, I said. Are you even working? Okay. So time for Pylon Vita or Beta, I guess, in English.
Pylon Beta now.
Yep. Gonna put the Greek letters, pronounce them right. Lasers everywhere.
Viking damage detected.
drones everywhere too. Can you not get into my line of fire? Are good? Nope, they keep spawning forever.
Pilot Beta is shut down.
Alright, let's go for Gamma. Which funnily enough means other things as well in Greek. But,
Pylon Gamma
you know.
is down. We're all clear.
Oh, really? That was fast. Wait, it's not down, you liar. Jesus, come on. Getting close.
Pylon Gamma is down. We're all clear.
Alright, we're all clear again. Are we done? Yes, I think we are done.
It's done. All the bombs are deactivated. We can... Wait. Look! These crystal formations are very similar to those we found at the first proto-bombing site on Draconis 3. This can't be a coincidence. We may have found what the Zenkethi are targeting in these attacks.
Word from the core. Zenkethi ships are dropping out of war.
So they are targeting the crystals, not sure why. Yet. Nice to see the old bugs aren't still fixed after all this time. But I'm okay with bugs if they are contained in ambitious games.
Alliance vessels. I am Fleet Admiral Arenzen Tarak. As you now know, this system has been claimed by the Zenkethi Coalition. Further aggression on your part will not be tolerated. This world is not yours to defend. Leave now, while you're still able. We do not recognize your claims, Zenkethi. Your forces have murdered millions. If you are the leader here, it is you who will answer for these crimes. Then your choice is made. The path of violence. It is one I have walked many times. Without fear, without remorse.
I really like the path of violence as a phrase.
Fight now for honor and glory.
Kapla. Ouch. Perhaps I shouldn't have drew everyone's attention.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Come on. We'll go. Move. Sip, thank you. This guy hurts.
Target's shield has failed.
Alrighty.
This is far from over. Tell your leaders that
Yep.
Kathy will not be
That always happens. It's not only MMO logic, it's gaming logic.
purged. Their homeworld's cleansed. You have been warned. Test us at your peril.
I like that they lose and they keep mocking you, even though they lost.
And whimper like craven tards. Let them whisper of warriors who fight with honor and without fear.
That's fine. We dealt with him.
You may be right. They may return and bring their proto-matter weapon with them. Should that day come, I hope to meet them in battle once more with a warrior like you at my side. But for now, I must return to the Empire. There is a matter of great importance that I must investigate there.
I think we've found a big piece of the puzzle. I believe the Zenkethi are targeting planets with concentrations of those strange crystals. But why? A riddle for another day, I suppose. For now, we should return and share what we've learned. About everything. Including the fate of Kentar. Do you think they managed to survive somehow?
Engage. Well, who can fault him for that? Alright, you know what? Let me take a small bio break and I'll be right back and finish the season. Alrighty. Yeah, of course I'm a TNG fan, who isn't? I mean, I wish they had released that Stargate MMO. It looked to have quite a bit of potential. I would have loved to play that.
So it's true. The Zenkethi have a protomatter bomb. All those lives. No one in the Alliance is comfortable with the Zenkethi having a weapon of genocide. What happened to those planets could happen to any world in Alliance space. We need to know more about it and how to stop it. We need to know more about these crystals you mentioned as well. If they're the key to these attacks, we need to know why.
No. Space rate, ground rate. If only they had the bridges from the start and they designed the seasons with the bridges in mind, with the interior of the ships in mind, etc. Would have made a far superior MMO.
There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her.
They should have taken the lessons they learned from this game and make a new Star Trek Online, a better one. But I don't think the company has the resources to do that. There we go. Right there.
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela's not easily found if she doesn't want to be.
And he is healed in this,
In the
right?
meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is
Daniels, that
long-range
is.
scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look. Looks like a small base of some kind. Industrial, possibly military. Whatever it is, it's running at low power. We'll get a better idea at close range. Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in this system, in Sela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources. This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base, or what's left of one. It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
You see me dodging that torpedo? So good.
Romulans are going under cloak. They're disengaging.
Cowards. Wait, I can see them still.
Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma. As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
It's a trap. Drifting.
Unidentified ship, you are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space.
She looks different.
Surrender now.
Did it change her portrait or is it the new graphics? That's weird.
Oh, it's you again.
She definitely looks different.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Warning. Ship
I mean, how many times do you have to lose? Have some self-respect. Fine. I'm gonna miss a nice guy. What is it? What? Now you want to talk?
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want.
Not to attack me in the first place. Would be nice.
Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors. When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of the location, but I will only take you there if you leave. And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death.
The Federation doesn't execute people. Not out in the open anyway.
If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment. The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison ward. Set a course for the Pictet system.
This is so weird. She looks so weird now.
Quaint little ship.
Put her in the brig. He is the worst.
I'm reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
Alright, more Tholians. What's this disturbance? I didn't even... Just start firing.
Target's shields have failed.
I think I'm ahead. There we go.
Four shields failing.
I think there was some lag there or something.
Target's shields have failed.
The Tholians were performing a detailed scan on that anomaly. Something caused it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
That's another one. Yeah, you can't fault the Tholians for hitting time travel.
The anomaly will be purged, as will you. Vengeance for the fallen.
Put it in reverse.
Rear shield failing. Target's shields have failed.
Oh, come on, really?
Another temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
Would be stupid to say you don't give orders here and then do what is said, so I guess we'll let that slide.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, damn it.
Rear shields failing. Left shield failing. Target's shields have failed.
Missed. Where the hell are these things coming from? Stop dropping them on me, thank you.
All clear. We should check out the plan while we're here.
It looks like they are summoning them. Weird. Yeah.
I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Alright, we'll take Tvril. Again, I'm not sure what this episode has to do with the previous 2 episodes of the season.
Within what's left of the Talshiar prison.
What makes this a season? Seems so far like a random episode.
Temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tenay. That is what this is about, isn't it? There are 2 of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
Nice planet. I really like the different planets they have made. They're not copy and paste.
This world was abandoned by the Talshiar
This is
decades ago.
very pretty.
I doubt there's anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
I'm hoping there is something more to connect them than look, we just made this random episode and we were calling it a season. The hell is that? Let's go into the temporal. Perhaps not the best idea. My god, this is so slow.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Nope. Okay. That was a bad idea, apparently. Let's not go into that again. The hell am I going? Like that no one actually said, maybe that's a bad idea, you know? Wait, what? Am I missing the way forward? It says to go that way. I missed something. Nope, can't go that way.
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
Alright, I guess we're searching for missing items then. Where's the Vrelian
This
consist?
place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is,
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Vrelian, what the hell are you doing?
that's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect.
Yeah, too late.
Here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic.
Thanks for that
That
warning.
being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Can I get here up first? Thank you. Alright.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on. This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah,
It's a metal
manual
gate. We have
override
fucking
in our
lasers.
beam down sight. We can use it to open the gates.
Or phasers, I guess. Still.
When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble. The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly. We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Okay. No, that doesn't work. Well, fine. It says use your tricorder, but I don't think it works like that. It's probably an F prompt somewhere. Go this way. Stand right here. Wow.
Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now.
Why not do it manually? God damn it. Everything must be automated.
I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
Don't worry, you don't have to do anything. Just follow the prompts.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
Why am I alone? Where's my crew? What the hell are you doing? They're just chilling over there. Let the captain deal with it. Oh my god.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can
I
continue
hate
our
this crew.
search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the data pad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Give me that. The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least
That's
40 years after
her mother,
she was
right?
supposed to have been executed.
I am Natasha Yar.
This is her mother, and she alive and aged. That's unexpected.
At least that's who I was. For the past 4 years, I've been
Shiar prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you.
This is weird, the actor is playing both roles.
Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How could... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history. The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock. It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in her eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
Look! There's a path ahead!
This path was always open.
This anomaly looks more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
And you can actually go into the water in this game. I like Bioware games. I don't like water at all. For some reason. Which is frustrating for me because I like going into water. I like when games have an underwater world. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be going this way. Guess we're going into there. Maybe not. Oh, I see.
The generators died, no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up under Code 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades. You've been stranded with the inmates. Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
There's another unstable anomaly.
Alright. Now we'll go that way. And get stuck.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking. Clearly these anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, While you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially.
I think she forgets he's my prisoner.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Defend yourself from what? From Tanae? What the hell, Tanae? I thought we were friends.
It seems your duplicate Tanae is still alive.
No!
She wasn't pleased to see you.
Please, not again!
I don't really blame
Stay
her.
away!
I wasn't exactly thrilled to
Stay
see you
away!
again either.
Not again. Maybe we have done this before. If it's a time thing.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
Whoa.
It looks like it was a structure at one point.
As a
but
door.
I doubt any survivors would remain in a
Another temporal
ruin like
anomaly,
this.
and this one is larger than the last. There are temporal eddies moving through the area and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before this happened.
Okay. Human anomalies. That's why. Where is everybody else? Why am I alone? I guess I'm not going the correct way. This game has the weirdest markers ever. I guess leave it to me. Sure. Totally a captain's job to do this.
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there. That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go.
Stay.
Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
Let's do that.
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated. Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived.
You're so
because of
brainwashed.
it. The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse, but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
Huge footprints.
I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path.
Seriously, that's like 3 times my foot, maybe 4 times. That's a pretty big footprint.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
Shield losing power.
Hello? Okay. Oh, I did press it. Just didn't appear. Okay, that was weird. The shield didn't come out, and it's not out here either. But I have used the ability. Okay, let's try it again.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Shield losing power.
There we go.
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomaly.
Where are we going? I don't see tracks. But I guess we're going where the enemies are. It's a cave. Where the hell is my team? One of them is unconscious and the other one is lost. Yeah, what else is new? It's very passive aggressive, which is weird for a Romulan. That's a nice tree. I have no idea where the hell I'm going. Natasha Yar. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here yet or something. I think I missed another trigger somewhere, which is kinda annoying. God damn it, game. What did we miss? You can also get up, you know, just saying. Why is he over there? What the Can you follow us? Nope, she won't follow me. I don't know. What the hell? Alright, Eliza, you just chill there, I guess. Well, I'll go do other things. What am I missing?
The anomaly blocking our path can't be destroyed.
Really? That is what I'm missing.
Find another way around.
But I already did this. The game's triggers are weird.
This looks to be a well-worn path. Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently.
This place hasn't been inhabited.
I wish you didn't do that.
Thing is, the tricorder is giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years.
It seems many of the
We're dealing with some
refugees would be
serious
alive if
temporal
it
flux.
weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
Well, the game spoiled that Natasha Yard is left,
Detecting
but
signs of
yeah.
recent habitation in this location.
Maybe we'll find more answers.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
The anomalies are temporal in origin.
Well, you have looked better.
I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing.
Is Richard the blunt guy from the TV show? I don't remember his name.
I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades. A good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Today hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping in shadows. The part of me that is still a security
So that guy, yeah. Okay.
doesn't think I am, though.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar and to hold this log in the future. If there is one, if it isn't here already, What? No! Focus. Focus. Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But that Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation. Do not come near me.
I guess he's responsible for the temporal anomalies. Yeah, I remember that. I remember him from the show as well. That was a good
In the bushes. Tanae?
mission.
Stop following me!
You could just tell us, you know, I'm responsible for this, don't come near me, etc. Instead of throwing grenades at us.
No, go away! I told you to stay away! I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again! Oh! No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Yeah, that was obvious. I don't know why they didn't see that coming.
Folians!
A lot of
Purge
Tholians.
the anomaly. Purge the contaminated.
Enemy target on sensor.
Mr. Vrel, yes, of course he is.
I see the logic.
Of course he's unconscious.
I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
I didn't mean to interrupt him, by the way. Alright. That was well done, by the way, the pretty colored tree with the grave.
All this time, she was here. I believe she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Danae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead. This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Even the game can't help but sit on poor Natasha Yar. Not enough she died pretty horribly, or not, I guess. Well, actually both times in the show. The life has been tragic in any timeline, which is interesting.
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
We won't do what we hold on. We will repair time.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
Then skip the anomalies, the cutscenes like that. The anomalies. The anomalies in the brain. Alright, who the hell are they? USS Pastak. Where the hell did you come from? Admiral Trnay. Okay.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done. An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation. Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more. I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
You have already surrendered. Let it go. You weirdo.
Tell me about my mother.
Is that Data? He was the one with the hologram, right? I'm pretty sure it's Data. That wasn't a hard guess. I mean, my memory sucks, but some things... Yeah. I guess, Star Trek wise, my knowledge is strongest with TNG than any other season. Any other era. That was a nice conclusion that had nothing to do with the previous 2 missions. I don't know why the hell they called this a season, exactly. That's really strange, but that was a really good mission. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Too bad they didn't get the actor to speak, but it was nice. Alright, I guess that's a season then. And it took 3 hours, so 3 episodes, but about an hour each. Alright, let me know when season 13 ends actually, because you know, I want to play them back to back so I can remember what the hell is going on. Small season but enjoyable. And I'm happy they keep making them, so can't really complain much. Alright, I'll go eat because I'm hungry as hell. Thanks for dropping by and watching this with me. See you next time.